Say hello to the fully loaded Tacoma LongBed Camper. In this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know regarding how to drive the vehicle, all the functions and the features on the inside, engaging the four-wheel drive, having access to all the additional things like the refrigerator or the cooler / the RinceKit. You're going to learn everything you need to know about how to work the back of it, how to sleep comfortable, how to maximize your experience during your time here with the Tacoma LongBed Camper. First things first, we're going to start inside the vehicle with the drivetrain. Let me share with you this right here. This is the keyless fob entrance. You're just going to tap the unlock button to get access inside the vehicle. Now let me share with you everything inside the vehicle. As you come inside the Tacoma here, you'll see with this glove box right here, you'll open this up and you've got access to a few things. Right here on the left-hand side, you've got a nice little beanie along with some gloves. There's an orange little microfiber towel right there as well. Some napkins. Right here is a really nice umbrella. Some napkins and disinfecting wipes right here on this right side. That's really handy to know and that you have access to as well. Right here in the front seat, in between the front and the back seat, you've got this nice LED rechargeable lantern. To power this on, it's quite simple. All you need to do is tap this little button right here and it goes into a flashlight mode, and it has multiple dims. You've got lantern mode. You can hang this up as well at a campsite. It's quite convenient, and you'll simply continue to tap this button and cycle through until it's ready to be turned off, right? This will be stowed away right here for you. So now that we're inside the Toyota Tacoma, you're gonna notice you've got a keyless push to start. You'll tap on the brake and then you'll go ahead and just press that button right there and you'll hear the engine kick on, okay? First thing we're gonna go over is gonna be how to set up your phone for the Bluetooth JBL audio stereo system, right? What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna look right here and you're gonna hit this Bluetooth thing. You're gonna hit select device, right? You'll hit select device and you'll be able to choose your device. If you need to remove a device, you're welcome to. This feature, you can only add and remove devices whenever the car is not moving, right? So then you'll eventually connect your Bluetooth onto your phone. It'll show up as Toyota Tacoma, and that's how you set up the Bluetooth speaker. Next thing I wanna share with you now is going to be how to engage and disengage the two-wheel drive to the four-wheel drive feature here on the Toyota Tacoma, right? So for the most part, you're always gonna make sure that you're staying in two-wheel drive unless you're going heavy duty or you're going off-road or some like really rocky roads. In those cases, you can put it into 4x4. For the most part, you wanna engage two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive whenever you are not moving, right? When the car is parked. You can also do it though if you're going less than about 40 miles an hour, you can switch between the two if you need to, right? So what you need to do is just simply go like this, and that goes to 4H, which is like four-wheel drive, you know, faster speed. And then you'll see up here that it'll show right here whenever it catches that it's on 4x4 mode. You'll see that little green light click, and then whenever it stops clicking is whenever it's fully engaged into 4x4. It'll stop clicking, and that's how you know that it's engaged. To disengage that, you go back into two-wheel drive mode. All you do is go like this, and then if you come back over here, you'll see that that little 4x4 thing is gone. That little green light is gone, right? Now let's bring it back over here. To set up the cruise control, it's quite simple. All you'll do is, as you're in drive mode, you'll tap this button to turn on the cruise control. You'll see this little green light up here, turn on, and then you'll see this little green light turn off. You see that right there? So that's when it's on, and then that's when it's off. And then to set it, you just simply tap this down to set it, and then you're good to go. And whenever you want to speed up, you can, and you can go like that. Next thing I really want to share with you is very important, especially when you're driving on the mountain roads. When you're in drive mode, if you're going downhill, to save the brakes, I always recommend downshifting, okay? This is very, very important. When you're in drive mode, you can see the camera right here is in drive mode. You can also go down to S right here to get into standard mode and hold it into that standard mode, right? So when you're in standard mode, you can start downshifting. And to downshift, all you do is you tap this downward, and you'll see right there, it goes from 3 to 2, etc. If you want to go upshift, you can go up to 3 to 4th gear, etc. I don't recommend, do not go to the first gear. Always keep it around 3 to 4 to 2, somewhere in that zone whenever you're downshifting. And then when you're done, all you do is you swipe this out to the right and it'll be good to go there. One last thing to mention inside the drivetrain is when you're scrolling up and down on the volume, strive, don't let this volume go above about 36 is kind of the peak, because otherwise you can blow the speakers and you are liable if there's any damage to this car. Just want to let you know. And then be mindful also about any of the toll roads that you go through, for you are responsible for the toll roads as well. Last thing here that we're in the driver's seat is whatever the engine is at in terms of the gasoline level, if you're at half a tank or if you pick up the car, it's at a full tank, just make sure that you return it at the same level it originally was when you first picked up the vehicle. Now that we've finished everything that you need to know about the inside in terms of the drivetrain, I'm going to go ahead and show with you some of the other little minor features, and we'll go ahead and get to the back seat. First thing right here though is you have included right here these LED lights. These LED lights are headlamps. There's 2 of them. They're USB charged, and you've got the charger that's right here as well. Included with your rental is going to be this really nice 12-volt cigarette lighter charger. You've got a USB-C to a lightning rod, which is made for the iPhones right here. You also have a USB-C charger for any of your Android devices or other electronic devices that you need to utilize. Now that we've showed you everything that you need to know about the front seat for driving, let's go ahead and take it to the back seat now as well. Awesome, so let's now show with you everything that's in the back seat of the Toyota Tacoma, okay? So you open this driver's side door and you'll have access to this incredible Pelican 30-quart cooler. This thing is heavy duty. You place it right here. This is how you work and operate the cooler. You've got these little orange latches that you press and you lift up the black latch. You lift this up and you've got access to this beautiful fridge space. What I recommend doing is putting ice in right here in this level, and then having this basket with all your goodies right here. It'll make it to where the ice doesn't get your items from the grocery store cold or wet. You also have access here on the side of the cooler, a little leak hole if you need to drain it, right? So that's awesome. That's really cool. Put this right back in here. You also have access to this amazing River Ecoflow portable charger, right? This right here is a carport charger, so you can charge this if you need to while you're driving from the cigarette lighter in the front seat, which is really handy. But this right here is fully loaded. You turn it on, it'll be at 100% for your trip and should last you at least a week or so if you're using it every single day. Right here, you'll see you've got a USB outlet. This right here is for fast charging. If you want to plug in a cigarette port, you can. What's really cool about this as well is right here on the side, you've got access to charge stuff with a traditional standard wall plug. You just tap that button to turn on this side and you're good to go. And then to charge this, you've got this little yellow piece right here. This yellow piece right here plugs in right here, and then this goes into a car charger, a 12 volt, and it'll charge it up. To turn it off, you just tap that button and it's off. So right here, you've got both the Pelican 30-quart cooler, and you also have the River right here for the Ecoflow chargeable battery. Let's go ahead and walk around the Tacoma here to the other side of the vehicle. Awesome, so on the passenger side, you've got access to what's called the RinceKit. Now, very important with this RinceKit, this is a portable pressurized shower system that's awesome for rinsing off your body in the night or after a sweaty hike or whatever it is that you were embarking on, and also great for like rinsing and washing off dishes. As you can see here, if you come in closer, I've got it locked in to a seat belt to make sure it doesn't flip over, right? If you are gonna bring it out, this is what's very important. Take the seat belt off, and then whenever you grab this, the straps here on the top are sort of loose and not really the best. So you're gonna wanna just hold it from the side and the bottom and then bring it out. I'm gonna show you how to operate this incredible RinceKit Pro. What you're gonna do once you bring it out is you're gonna unzip it from right here. And as you unzip it, you'll notice from the lid, you've got access to this really cool and incredible hose system. You'll kind of unwind it like that, and then you can turn it on and off right here. If you come in a little closer, you can see this power button, right? Press that power button, and to know that it's fully charged, it'll be between 13 volts to 11 volts right here, and that's how you know it's charged. Now that it's on, it's pressurized, you'll see this. If you come back out on the zoom out, you can see that it'll actually pressurize and turn on water. Isn't that cool? Now, when you're done utilizing it, make sure you come back in here, you press that power button to turn it off, make sure this isn't pushing out any water, and then you go ahead and you put this back inside of the top like that. And then right here too, if you need to charge this while you're on your trip, you've got access to this right here. So 12 volt to 12 volt, this one side of the 12 volt will go and plug in right here. And then the other side will go into a cigarette port louder cargo spot in the vehicle for the charging of that, right? So that's everything you need to know regarding the back seat and all some of the functions and some of the aspects that you have and the features for the back seat. Now, let's go ahead and flip it to the side and we'll go and show you the back and everything that's in the back of the Tacoma. This is the holy grail of the camper system. This is the back of the camper. Very important that you pay close attention right now. If you come in right here on the keys, you'll see a few different keys that you have access to. This one right here, if you come in very closely, you'll see this one that has the bee bear thing right there. That's is gonna be how you unlock and lock the Tacoma shell itself, right? So if you wanna lock the shell, I recommend this driver's side, left side, go like this and twist it, and this puppy's locked, right? If you wanna unlock it, go like this and twist it again, and it's open. You will need to twist both sides like this, okay? Both sides go up and vertical. When they're up and vertical, this will lift up and go vertical, right? When you're opening the shell, make sure that you just let this just open up naturally. It'll just kind of fling open. Now, everything you need to know regarding up here, this is gonna be the sleeping system, right? You've got a nice, good thick blanket that's nice, that's right here. And then underneath this blanket right here is gonna be a fitted type sheet, a fitted sheet, right? Also worth mentioning are gonna be some of these blankets right here. These blankets are awesome. And then behind the blankets, if you zoom in a little bit closer, you'll see that you've got a really nice North Face sleeping bag with 2 pillows back there, along with a 3rd pillow as well. So I recommend whenever you're utilizing the sleeping structure here that you sleep on the top of the pillows. And I recommend not getting underneath this because tucking this in on the side and everything, it's just a bit cumbersome. It's a bit of a process. You're better off just utilizing the really nice North Face sleeping bag. Bring some blankets as well if you'd like inside of the sleeping bag, which is very cozy. You've got your pillows and you're set up. Also worth mentioning, this insulation right here is black. Do not touch this insulation. It's just stapled onto the sides to provide insulation and also privacy so people aren't able to see in through the sides on these mirrors that are a part of this Lear shell, right? So that's incredible. Let's now bring this puppy down. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know regarding what's going on underneath the storage in the bed system. When opening the tailgate, what you'll do is you'll just simply press that and it'll naturally fall, right? Here in the tailgate system, you've got 2 main storage compartments. One is gonna be this drawer system right here, which is really cool. When you're utilizing and opening this drawer system, you need to be mindful and to make sure you're using a little bit of some muscle power when you're opening this drawer system, okay? So you're gonna grab onto this latch right here. You're gonna lift this up where it catches onto this tailgate right here. And then as it's on the tailgate right here, you can go ahead and just drag it back. This bad boy is actually a lot bigger than you think. So go ahead and pull it all the way back, but not too far, about right here, so it doesn't come out. Everything you need to know right here regarding this drawer, this is a very important drawer, okay? This right here is gonna be your pantry system. You're gonna go ahead and come in a little bit and you'll see that you have access to these incredible propane tanks. I recommend if you can, if you're using one, just replace it. They're like $7 at Walmart, right? These propane systems are great for this right here, this Coleman grill, which I'll show you how to use here shortly. Here's your pantry system as well. It comes equipped. You're welcome to have as much of the food here. We've got some tea bags for you to utilize, a knife system right here. Here are some of your pots and your pans. Here's some of your silverware and things along those lines. Some bowls. You've got cutting boards as well. I mean, this thing's amazing. You got some soap right here, some dish soap. You have a jet boil. This jet boil, I'll show you how to use it right now as well. And if you come in a little closer right here, you'll see that you also have some seasoning, some garlic powder, curry powder, all the good stuff for your trip. It is quite remarkable, right? So now let's go ahead and show you what's going on a little bit deeper into this, okay? Right here, you've got access to the the love seat camping chair, which is really cool. And this right here is going to be really great for your grill. This grill will go on top of this table. It's a camping table. So really awesome stuff there. Let me show you how to set up and use this camping chair very quickly. So it's stored right here. You'll just kind of lift it out, lift it up, and then bring it out like that. And then when you're setting up the camping chair, you'll go ahead and you'll open this like so. And then you'll go ahead and you'll start to pull out the camping chair, right? And when you pull out the camping chair, here's how I recommend it. Pull that like that, spread this out like this, boom, baby. And you got your amazing camping chair. It's a 2-person camping chair I recommend. If you come around the side here, You can store this so you don't lose it. In the back, there's some really nice little pouches, little pockets right here. So you can just put your stuff like that and you're good to go and you're having a good time, right? Whenever you're done with the camping chair and you're wanting to put it up, here's what I recommend doing. Bring this like this, fold it together nice and tight. You'll go ahead and you'll open this bad boy like so, and you'll put the feet in first, right? Put the bottom of this right here into the bag first like so, and then bring it all the way up, or you come around the arms of the chair, right? Bring it all the way up like so, and then grab this red string right here and you'll tighten it up like this. Make sure you cinch it down, you tighten it up really well, and then after it's nice and tight like so, you can bring this over here and you can tuck it back into this little socket here where you got it from originally, right? So you'll just tuck this in like so, put this red strap down, and that's good to go. If you want to utilize this table, which is awesome for grilling and all that kind of stuff, you'll go ahead and bring this out as well. And this is how you set up the camping table, the camping stove, okay? So right over here, you'll see the little locking mechanisms. Just go ahead and loosen that up. Open this up like so, and you've got access to a lot of stuff here, right? So here, you go ahead and open this, grab this thing. It's sort of like a accordion style setup. So you'll just accordion it open like so, and it gets bigger than you think, right? So really don't be afraid to really open this up, right? Once you've opened this up, how you set up this table, all right? These right here flip off to the side, and you're gonna have little holes at the bottom, and you press that down like so. Do that on each side like this. Same thing over here. These little holes, insert the little black spots right here. Do the same thing right here, and you're good to go, right? So now that you've got this right here on the ground, you'll go ahead and grab this, and this is the top of the table, right? This has little tracking systems. If you come in a little closer, you'll see these little tracking systems right here, that little black spot there, black spot there. You'll bring it down and you'll find that to where it fits. I always recommend going underneath to make sure everything's lined up. We're looking good here. This is gonna be what you're gonna set up for your grill. So you'll have these right here on the side. You kind of loosen them up as accordingly. And then you put this right here. So you make sure this is kind of spaced out like it is right here. And this is where your Coleman grill comes into handy, okay? So your Coleman grill right here, super handy dandy Coleman grill. Bring this out and bring it one of these propane tanks with you, right? So once you have your Coleman grill, you'll set this up. I'll set it up this direction so you can get a better visual. Open this bad boy up, bring these out to the sides like so, and get your flaps in. There's little sprockets right here on the sides to get your flaps in, and then you can open this up, grab the lighter starters right there, fire lighters, and then you've got this propane screw-in attachment as well. For this propane attachment, you're gonna go ahead and find the side where you can screw this in, which is right here on this right side of it. You'll screw it in like so, and it takes a little while, but you'll find it catch into thread, and then you start screwing it in, right? Once you get that screwed in, you're going to then go ahead and screw in your propane device, right? Screw in your propane device. If it's new like this, it might have a lid on it. You can open that up, and then you'll have this section right here to screw in your propane, right? Once you get everything screwed in nice and good, I'll show you how to get it started. Now that you've got everything screwed in for your Coleman grill, this is how you're gonna turn it on, okay? You've got the thing connected right here. You'll go ahead and let's use this left side right here, for instance. So you'll loosen that up. If you come in very closely, you can hear the propane actually spewing out. Listen very closely. Can you come in? You hear that? And then now it's on. You can't see the flame, but believe me, that thing is hotter than a hot tamale on a Sunday afternoon, okay? So boom, you start turning that down. You can adjust the speed of it, but that's how you work and operate this incredible Coleman grill. When you're done utilizing it, I recommend bringing it out. This table, by the way, is handy dandy to set up closer to the truck, because you'll have the truck's tailgate and then the table right here, and you'll have plenty of space to utilize and work around when you're getting into your kitchen zone, okay? So to take this apart, it's quite simple. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna loosen this little guy right here. You'll loosen this as well. And this propane right here, as you're loosening it, you'll feel it kind of kick off. And then right here as well, you'll start loosening this until it gives, and you can take this right off, right? And then whatever I recommend doing is putting this underneath here, along with your 2 lighters as well. Put your lighters in here, and then you can start closing this up. Pull the flaps out like so. Flaps come in like this. Flaps come in like this. Fold it up, click this in right here, and that's your Coleman grill. It's ready to be stowed away. So let's go ahead and get that going as well. Stow away the Coleman grill. Coleman grill will go horizontally right here. You'll just simply place it. It fits picture perfect right here, okay? So you got your Coleman grill fitting picture perfect. Extra lighter, put that wherever you'd like. This is also very important. I forgot to mention it. If you're at night and you're cooking and you're grilling and you're getting your grill mode going, you can go ahead and connect this pole like through this little mechanism right here. Boom, you got this pole. Set this up into this little hole system right here, and it'll hold it and it'll act as a lantern so whenever you're cooking at night. Super handy. Let's go ahead now and begin discombobulating this whole little thing right here, this table, and storing it back into the truck, right? So right here, what we'll do is start taking this apart. You got your pulls right here. Lift this guy up. You'll feel it kind of pop off like so. Flip this upside down. Place it like this. And remember, with these guys, you just kind of lift them up like so. Flip them around. Store them right here. You'll feel them click in. If you look right here on the sides, you'll see these little black things. Look at right here, your little black things right here to know where these go, okay? So right here, bringing it in, you can see these little black things, right? Bring it in and then go ahead and accordion style, bring it back together, okay? So kind of jiggle it a little bit, use the other little foot, jiggle, 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 all the way until it's nice and flat right here, right? Now, let's go ahead and put this up. Got that right there. You put these little extra pieces right here, okay? Look very closely. This is what it looks like whenever it's ready to be folded, okay? Everything's in, tucked in. You go ahead and you fold this, and as you fold it, you wanna make sure that everything fits comfortably. It should close and be nice and flush to the point where you can lock it. These little places right here, come and you lock it, right? And now, this bad boy's ready to get restored. You bring this, and you come right over here, and you simply slide it into its socket right there, and get this puppy stored away safely. This will go right next to the camping chair, and then you've got access to all the good stuff right here as well. When you're ready to slide this back into place, make sure you're putting everything back in the proper way. You'll go ahead and start sliding this. Remember, use some of that muscle to get this up a little bit, and go ahead and start pushing it back. Boom, nice and secure. If you start zooming in over here, you'll see you've got about an inch or 2 worth of space to know that it's fully closed, okay? So that's this right side, really awesome. You've got access here to some cubby. You got some nice little towels right here. And if you look right here, you've got some paper towels, extra cubby space, which is really cool as well. Let me show you what we got going on this side now, right? So over here, you pull this out, and you've got an entire little extra storage system. You've got another camping table, which is really fun to put together. You've got this right here. I recommend utilizing these yoga mats, sort of like little walk entrances. So you have your system set up at your campsite. You're all good to go. You're ready to rock. This can go right here. And then whenever you're getting in the truck too, whenever you're going to bed, I recommend wiping down your feet, making sure there's no gunk, because you don't want to have gunk and random stuff in there. If you're utilizing any of the blankets, make sure that you don't get crap and all sorts of other stuff on it, because you'll bring and track that in. So if you're bringing the blankets out of the vehicle and you're wrapping yourself in them, you're at a campfire or whatever's going on, that's totally fine. But just make sure that you're not collecting debris, grass, sticks, etc., right? So just be mindful about that. And then whenever you're inside of the shell and you're camping and you close this, you got to be kind of careful coming in. I recommend sleeping with the tailgate down if you're in a safe location, and then just kind of putting your hands like this when you're inside, and you can close the lid like that. You can't lock it from the inside per se. I mean, you can utilize these mechanisms from the inside, and you can put your fingers on this right here and lock it from the inside if you'd like, right? So that's how you work that. This storage is extra storage. You'll have access for that, all that good stuff there. You have another box in here as well. Use this yarn to pull this other box out. And here you've got some toiletries. You got a thing called spike ball, which is a lot of fun. You've got a hammock that you can set up at your camp. This hammock is a 2-person hammock. Make sure you utilize both of these to get that set up. You've got an incredible and really cool camping blanket back here as well that spreads out and that folds up. This is a nice little picnic blanket, really great. This right here is a really nice LED string lights. So you'll simply pop open this gray thing, and then you'll have access to the string lights, which is wrapped around inside this coil here. And as you pull the string lights out, you'll turn them on with this power button right here on the side of it, right? Really great, super handy, really cool ambiance to have when you're at a campsite. So there you have it. That is everything you need to know A to Z regarding the Toyota Tacoma truck long bed camper. The fully loaded experience is ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this video and this in-depth walkthrough on everything you need to know regarding the camper. That being said, this truck is my absolute baby. I adore it. It means the absolute world to me. So please drive it with respect. Don't blow out the speakers. Don't go crazy off-roading. You are liable if anything is to happen to this truck. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy yourself. Have a blast. This has taken me on so many adventures, and I know it's going to really treat you well in your experience as well. Thank you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Reach out to me anytime via text or phone call. I'm always available to make sure and ensure that you're having a fantastic time. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.